That the ISP is a document that is about the person, and that if something were to ever happen to their main support or caretaker, that you should be able to give this document to someone and they should be able to help care for them.
Every year, each person supported by LCBDD has the opportunity to update their individual service plan, also known as an ISP. A few months before their ISP due date, the service coordinator will organize meetings with the person to start the process. Family members, significant others, guardians, DSPs, providers, job coaches, employers, and others who know that person best are also included in these meetings. To foster productive conversations, the service coordinator will send the person's current ISP to those invited to the meeting so that everyone can look it over and suggest any needed updates. These conversations involve getting to know the person, asking what is going on in their life, discussing things they might like to accomplish in the coming year, and giving them a chance to share what they need assistance with. This is a time for the person to be honest about not only what is important to them, but also what's important for them. The more a person participates, the more the team will know about their wants and needs. Let's watch Ashley and Zach as they navigate through this conversation.
So how you been?
Pretty good.
Yeah? What you been up to?
Just, working from home, babysitting.
Well, how's everything been going, like, in your life community-wise? Like, have you been getting out since COVID? I know you've been going to church. Anything else?
Yeah. I meet with friends at least once or twice a month for game nights and stuff like that. So.
Okay. So, but I mean, that's good to hear that you're able to get out now more, to have a healthier lifestyle.
That's starting to warm up.
Yeah, and I know you have a pool that you like to swim in a lot in the summer, which obviously you can't do that now. So I'm assuming in the summer you'll be taking part in that. But is there any other physical activities that you're doing, like during the winter time? I know it's hard to get out.
No, what I really want is a treadmill.
Yes.
Money.
Well, it does. It goes with your finances and employment.
How much do I want to allocate to that fund?
Right. Have you searched any used treadmills before, or on any of the Facebook groups that sell gently used items?
Not yet.
That might be a good place to start. I mean, a lot of people have treadmills that are collecting dust and want to sell it to you for $100 versus having to buy a brand new one for $500. That'd be cool though. So Zach, I just wanted to let you know a little bit about this ISP process. Mm-hmm. I know we've talked a lot about you, which is great because that's literally what this is. But I just wanted you to know from my standpoint, moving forward, all of the changes that we've talked about, I'm going to go into our system. I'll make all the changes. It goes through a review process.
Okay.
But before I have you leave here today, I have several annual forms for you to sign that have to be signed yearly, including a release of information so that anybody that you want me to talk to, I can. We'll meet like this yearly, review everything. I'll contact you sometime in the near future, probably in a few months, just to touch base about your outcome, see how you're progressing and how that's working for you. And then once I make all these changes and it goes through a review process, then I will have you look at the final document and make sure that you agree with everything that I put in your plan and make sure it's all correct. And then you'll sign it, and your team will sign, and then it'll be sent out, and you'll be good to go for the next time. Even whether you have a change, like if you have a big change or you need to do an addendum, that can take place. But if you don't have any major changes, then we'll just have a meeting around this time next year again. But of course, you can we'll have communication between then, and you can call me if you need anything, and I'll be checking.
The service coordinator actively listens to the information shared by the person during these conversations and uses it to draft an ISP. The plan will include a goal for the year, known as an outcome, and standards to help measure when those outcomes are achieved. The service coordinator will also work internally to get funding approved by LCBD if that's needed for services. All parties, including the person, their service coordinator, and their support team, will review the draft of the plan to ensure that all voices were heard. The person will need to sign it, and they will receive a final copy. If a person's plan includes receiving a direct service, the period between when a person starts and ends that plan is called a span. In Ohio, county boards are required to have an ISP signed 15 days before the span begins and services starts. This is called the 15-day rule. People who receive services and providers who provide services have the option to waive the 15-day rule. However, they do not have to waive this rule. Every year, when an updated ISP is signed, a new span date for services is established. Please remember, services provided by LCBDD are voluntary and require participation to be successful. If a person does not respond to requests for ISP meetings, their case can be closed. What if something changes after the ISP is drafted? Service coordinators check in with people on their caseloads every few months, but people don't have to wait to share updates. They can call or email their service coordinators anytime to ask questions or share if something new has come up. If that results in new services, such as a job search or new providers being added to the team, the service coordinator will draft an addendum to the ISP, which will need to be signed.
Do you have any other questions?
I think I'm good.
Well, thank you for meeting, and I will get this to you soon after I get it reviewed, and then get your signature and get it all taken care of.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.